All right, local driver Kyle Busch had a 3-race win streak today when they dropped the green flag at the Superspeedway of Talladega. He was trying to join an elite club. Only 8 drivers in history have won 4 straight Cup races. First stage was clean in this race, and Brad Keselowski was out in front. He would win his 4th stage of the year. We go late in the race, 22 laps in. The big one strikes. Jimmy Johnson gets loose, and he dodges in front of William Byron. 13 cars get gobbled up in the melee. Kyle Busch just missed, but he ended up finishing 13th today. Final lap after the big crash, and it'd be Kurt Busch in the monster car trying to catch Joey Logano on the final lap in second place. Logano has not won a race since last April, and he does pull off his 19th career Cup win. Kurt Busch now 0-34 at Talladega with a second place finish. You'll hear from Kurt coming up shortly on Sports Night in Las Vegas. Bottom of the hour, Las Vegas Aces, the WNBA team, started practice today. A'ja Wilson, the #1 pick in the draft, she will be in studio. Nick Kingham, the former Sierra Vista pitcher, had a no-no into the 7th inning in his Major League Baseball debut. We'll tell you about that coming up. Golden Knights preview with their send-off, and hey, local golfer Scott Piercy wins on the PGA Tour. And speaking of that, here's how he did it. The Zurich Classic in New Orleans, very interesting concept. 2-man teams with alternate shot format, and exciting finish here. Local golfer Charlie Hoffman and Nick Watney teamed up to finish 31st, but Piercy's teammate is Billy Horschel. Look at that shot. Puts it right next to the pin for a birdie. Then Piercy trying to put one close for Horschel, and that would be an easy tap in for Horschel as they go to the 18th hole, and that is where Scott Piercy would tap in for the win. You'll hear from Piercy coming up just a few minutes on Sports Night in Las Vegas. Golden Knights tied now with San Jose. Their best of 7 after a double overtime loss last night at T-Mobile Arena. Big goal there from Brent Burns, made it 3 straight goals for the Sharks, and they had the lead, but some controversy. It looked like it was goalie interference as the stick taken right out of Marc-Andre Fleury's hand, but after further review, they said Colin and Miller pushed the defender into Fleury. So they go to overtime, and in the OT, Jonathan Marchessault scores to win the game for Vegas, it appeared, but the Sharks challenge. They call interference on Marchessault, said they had contact with goalie Martin Jones, disallowed goal in the overtime. San Jose wins it. Disappointment from the Knights coach, Gerard Gallant.
Last night was tougher for sure. You know, I didn't like the game we played because that was the main thing. I mean, not just losing in overtime, but I didn't like the game that we played the first 40 minutes. So I was a little upset with that. But
you over it now?
Yeah, I'm over it now. Yeah, you got to move on. The quicker you move on, the better you are. I look at the penalties, and a lot of them were calls, but you just like to see us get a few more. It was frustrating, but again, we weren't playing well. They were possessing the puck a lot more than we were, and they were the better team the first 45 minutes.
All right, so there you go. More coming up on the Knights, and you'll hear from some of the players as well on Sports Night in Las Vegas. Heather and Gerard.